Hello, everyone, and welcome to All In for Founders Club. This is our next to last Thursday that we will be on here. So we have got to finish this month out, this quarter out, and this qualification period out strong. We've only got 2 more weeks, guys, probably not even quite 2 weeks. So we're going to give you a few tips of what you can be doing over the next couple of weeks to get yourself qualified if you're still working hard to get there. Okay. And I'm so excited to see so many people on here. I know a lot of people are still going for it. I know some of you guys are going to be watching the recording, but let me just share with you a few things that you guys can be doing before I hand it over to Melissa, because she has this huge training planned out for you, like 5 pages long or something like that. I mean, it's huge, huge. So one of the things you could be doing is getting with your friends and family, your closest friends and your family members that have not started up yet, and say, hey, can you do me a favor? I'm really working hard for this trip. And if you could just order a product or two, would you do that for me? Would you look over the products that we have, see what you might want, and get back with me and let me help you get something ordered? Okay. And even if it's close family and friends that have ordered and they do have an account, still get with them as well and see if they'll do the same thing for you. Okay. Also, if you have maybe some distributors on your team that's not going for Founders Club, and they've already reached their goals for the month, maybe ask them as well, hey, do you need any extra products that you could help me with? Okay, I'm really going for this and I really want to get it locked in. And also reach out to your upline. I've done this before. I've reached out to my upline and say, hey, I'm shooting for a goal tonight, or I have a team member shooting for a goal tonight. Would you please help me out? And do not, uh, do not second guess asking anybody, because here's the thing: the answer is always no until you ask. Okay, it never hurts to ask. The worst they can say is, if it's people that's already customers, they might say, hey, I've already got the products I need right now. I'm sorry, I can't help you out. Okay, is that a bad thing? No, it's okay. You've reached out to them and you've asked them. But make that a plan between now and the end of the month. Make yourself a list or go through your back office and see who you can reach out and ask this to. Get with your inactive customers. Okay, get with them. People who have not ordered, or maybe they're not inactive, maybe they just haven't ordered this month. Reach out to them and say, hey, would you mind, or would you mind if I would help you get some products ordered, or is there any products you like, and would you mind letting me order them for you? Okay, I've done that several times as well. I've gotten with some old customers and said the same thing. Hey, I know you got an active account, but it would help me out if I could place that order for you. And you're going to be amazed how many people will order a product or two, because here we're at the point where every point counts, especially if you're trying to build managers. Every point counts. So even if it's a product or two, that's fine. It doesn't have to be necessarily a big kit. Obviously, we want them to get a kit, but don't stress out if they say, yeah, I can just order one product. Great. Let's get it ordered. Let me get it ordered for you and get those points where they need to go. So that's kind of my tip. I don't want to take up a lot of time because I know Melissa has this big training set aside for you guys. So Melissa, I'm going to hand it over to you and let you go over those 10 pages of notes that you have.
Y'all know better than that. Thanks, Stacy. So first I want you to drop in the comments if you are really, really still fighting for Founders Club. I don't mean like in your head you want it, but you're not doing the things. I'm talking about you're busting your butt to get those last accounts or however many you need. I want you to put in the comments who is fighting for it. I know Melissa McElvin is fighting for it. I know Rosie is fighting for it. Deanna is fighting for it. I'm here with Bria Loft. She is fighting for it. So drop in the comments if you are fighting for it, because Tammy Hall is fighting for it. I'm going to put everybody that's really going after this in a group together, because we're going to fight for it. We're going to go. And I'm talking, there's not going to be any excuses, nothing. So I'm going to give you some things that those of you who are still fighting for it could use. But those of you who are going for it next year, you can also use these too. Okay. And Tammy said, I'm fighting for Founders Club Lounge. That's a fantastic goal to fight for as well. To get in that $100, to get that $100 and to get in that lounge. That's a great goal too. I mean, so just because you didn't, you're not going for the trip, at least fight for that Founders Club Lounge. That's a sweet little perk that I absolutely love, to be there and have those seats and be recognized on stage and all those kind of things. So, okay. First off, I want you all to listen to me. Don't let go of that dream. I want you to, in your heart of hearts and in your head, picture yourself on that beach with us. Picture yourself in those chairs right next to us. Picture yourself wearing your Founders Club shirt, your All In for Founders Club shirt that you're going to get. I want you to picture it. I don't want you to let go of that dream. And that's the biggest thing. You've got to believe it in your head. You have got to believe that you can do it. You've got to get out of your own way. The next thing, count it down. Get you a whiteboard. I want to show you mine from last year. I brought it up here. Get you a whiteboard, mark it off, put your people up there, put your check marks up there, and when you get them, you got your countdown. I had 14 people on there, like 14 unique accounts, because you needed 8, then 2 more for the 300, 2 more for the first 3 night, and 2 more for the second three night. So you got to put everything on there, count down your points, count down everything, track every single thing. When you're helping people get their quick start bonus, make sure you're tracking their stuff too. Make sure you know the dates. Make sure you know exactly what they need as well, because they got to get what they need for you to get what you need. Use the reports in the back office in your distributor dashboard. The Founders Club reports in your distributor dashboard, you should be looking at those every single day, tracking the people, okay, and tracking you. The next thing, ready? You've got to bust through the obstacles. Life is not going to stop just because you want to earn a Founders Club trip. There is still going to be crap that comes up. There's still going to be obstacles. There's still going to be hard days. There's still going to be time restraints. There's still going to be demands on you from other things. You have got to do it in spite of the crap that comes your way. And you've got to know that there's going to be stuff that comes up, but you've got to prioritize this. We got 10 days left, y'all. It's got to be at the top of the list for this year. Next year, I mean, every single person was gang-ho on that first month, and here we are in September, and I'm sure a lot of you let obstacles get in your way. You cannot do that. You've got to start off, and I don't care if you earn it this year. I don't care if you've earned it, if you do earn it or if you didn't earn it this year. Starting October 1st, you got to treat it like you got 30 days to earn it. And you got to do it in spite of the crap. Find a support system. That's why I'm going to put everyone still fighting for it in a group together, because you are all like-minded. You are fighting for the same goal. You can help each other. You can collaborate with each other. You can celebrate each other. You can cheer each other on. You can bounce ideas off of each other. I mean, the support system is huge. You've got to have other people who believe in you on the days when your belief is wavering. I'm just saying. So having that huge support system that's going to just escalate you to the top and make you feel up here is absolutely crucial. And that's why we wanted you at the very beginning to find those accountability partners, those people who are in here that are fighting for the same thing. And we're going to do that again next time too. So the next thing, you've got to celebrate every single win. Every single small win, you celebrate it, you get excited about it, you shout it out, you pat yourself on the back, because your upline's hopefully going to pat you on the back. If not, you message one of us, we're going to shout you out for it. Every single little win You celebrate it big. Okay. The next thing, this is going to be a ripple effect, you guys. Your enthusiasm for this is going to inspire every single person you come in contact with. When you get excited about it and your enthusiasm is there and people know you're fighting for it and you're shouting it out and you're excited and you're screaming and you're doing all these things, that is just going to be that it oozes. And you can't help but it oozes out of you. And when it oozes, it just oozes onto other people and then it covers them. It's just like the Lord, when you're in a good church service, that Holy Spirit just goes whoosh. And it's just like everybody starts feeling it, you know? So you've got to ooze that positivity and you've got to ooze that excitement out, and it's going to cover everybody. You've got to know that you're going to leave a legacy when you do this. Founders Club people leave a legacy, and you'll be able to talk about that trip every single year. Every single year. I remember when we went on this trip. Yeah, because we have so many memories. We have so many good times. So you'll be the legacy. Here we go. Ready? Stay focused and have tunnel vision. You have got to have time management. This is every single second of every single day has to be calling people, messaging people, getting people on the phone, getting your big girl and big boy panties on, and be bolder than you've ever been bold. You close the sale. Every time you talk to somebody, you say, okay, the only decision you have to have right now is what credit card are you going to use for me to help you change your life right now? You close that sale. You don't have time not to. You don't have time to let them wait. You close it right now. That's the decision. Which credit card are you going to use right now? We're going to do this right now. If you don't like it, you're going to get your money back. But right now, we're going to do this. And if they say they don't have the money on their credit card, you get them Affirm. You get them Klarna. You find a way to close this sale. And then you always set up a date to call them back. If they put you off, okay, I'll call you tomorrow night at 8. You don't get off the phone without having a follow-up date. You've got to make this urgent. It has got to be a sense of urgency. You've got to prioritize these goals. You've got to prioritize exactly what you need. You've got to know how many quick starts. You've got to prioritize the people that are going to hit manager. You've got to work with them. You've got to push them. You've got to talk to them. You've got to put that belief into them as well. And then all the things that Stacy said, you get somebody that's running, you can help somebody. With bulk orders, you can help them, and we can find a way to get somebody to manager with bulk orders. You can get customers to use a Google Doc to order and help them help somebody else. You just have to make sure you call customer service or have that person send an email to customer service that you have authorization to put orders under their account. That's all you got to do. And then you can load their accounts up with customers that are never going to be distributors. That's when we do those. You can do a customer appreciation sale, something in order to get customer orders to help get those ranks that you need. So this is what you've got to listen. I believe in you. Stacy believes in you. Kristi believes that you can do this. So you got to get out of your own way and believe in yourself. We support you in this, whatever you need from us. This little group, all 3 of us are going to be in this little group, and we are going to fight with you the next 10 days. You've got to give it your all. You've got to give it everything you've got. You need to be crying. You're so tired. Not even kidding. You've got to give it everything. You're going to have to get up early. You're going to have to stay up late. 10 days. You can do it. We're going to Jamaica, baby. Let's do this thing. Kristi, I'm going to turn it over to you.
Perfect. Hey, everybody. I am so excited to finally be here with you guys this week. Hold on. My screen is... Can you hear me okay? Give me a nod. Okay, cool. All right, you guys, we are going to drop in that chat. I know a lot of you guys are fighting, whether it be for the lounge, whether it be for the trip. I want to know what you still need. How many points do you still need? Drop it in the chat. If you're serious about this, you're going to drop it in the chat. If you're going for extra nights, if you're going for the $300 credit, whatever it may be, you still need stuff. I know I do. I haven't earned it all, so I still need stuff as well. So tell me what you need, and then tell me if you don't put on there your uniques, I want to know how many more uniques you need as well. We got to know what you need to know how to help you get there. Okay. Now I want you guys to think about this. How many of you, and thanks for the Navajo taco thing. I appreciate that some of you guys know what that is, but I want to know how many of you guys feel like we have repeated the same stuff over and over and over and over again, almost every single week of this year. Do you guys feel like it's kind of been repetitive? You know, we're telling you guys, talk to your customers. We're telling you guys, talk to your partners. We're telling you guys, talk to your prospects. We're telling you guys, help get people off the fence. We're telling you, do, you know, home parties or do online parties. We have said the same stuff over and over and over and over again. How many of you guys have totally procrastinated that? And you're owning that, right? Because at the beginning of the year, and this whole group says it, because at the beginning of the year, we had over 500 people in here. Okay. And it just dwindles and dwindles and dwindles because people lose their fire. They lose their motivation. They lose their belief in themselves. They lose their belief in their teams. They lose the belief because guess what? Life happens. Life happens to all of us. And guess what? It is not going to stop. Life is not going to stop happening. Like Melissa said, there's always going to be stuff that comes up, but you have got to stay the course. You have got to make this a priority. Okay. You have got to fit this into your day instead of thinking, oh, I have next month, or I still have more time. And I can guarantee you with this many people, how many do we have? 22 people on here. Okay. These 22 people on here, next month when we start over, you are not going to procrastinate because you know what you need to do. Okay. It is the same thing over and over and over again. That's how this company works. Okay. I've been here forever. You guys, it's the same stuff over and over and over again. But I know you guys have been listening every week. Most of you guys have been on here almost all the time. And I feel bad I missed the last week when you guys were all talking about it. I watched the replay. It was amazing. But I want you guys to listen again. Okay. You know what to do. Get out of your own head and get out of your own way because you know what you have to do. Okay. And if you're really fighting for this, get people on the phone. Let them hear your passion. Let them hear your excitement. Let them hear, you know, what you have to offer them. And remember, everybody needs what you have. Every single person in the world needs something that you have to offer. By thinking about that, you're not going to come off as pushy. You're not going to come off as salesy. You have something they need. That should help build your confidence. You know what this has done for you. You know what this does for a bunch of people. So it should help you build your confidence. So I'm going to give you guys a couple little tidbits on what I want you to do. I'm sorry, I'm losing my voice, but what I want you guys to do for these next, and we have 9 days, Melissa, 9. So I'm going to take one off of there. Now she's going to go count the calendar again, but I believe it's 9 days. Okay. But I want you to get your mind right, first of all. Okay. Get your mind right. And then I want you, we already know goal setting is super important. Your goal is either the Founders Club Lounge or the Founders Club trip. Okay. That is your goal. Make sure that is set in stone. And you have to want it bad enough. To be on this Zoom, you must want it bad enough because I can think of 500 other things that I could be doing. Okay. Today's not over. Okay. So you have 9.2 days left in this month. But you guys have to be clear on your goal, okay? You want that. I could think of multiple things I could be doing tonight, but you guys are all here. I'm here. We want this pretty darn bad. The next thing, and I was just going to say we have 9 days left, but we have 9.2 days left in this month. You've got to control your time management. How many of you guys have anything else on your plate for the next 9.2 days? Do you guys have schedules? Do you guys have, you know, maybe you work, maybe you have kids, maybe you have grandkids, maybe you have sports, maybe you have all these different things. You have all these schedules. You have got to fit this in. Schedule this in. Don't just say, I'll get to it when I can. Don't just say toilet texting is going to be enough because it's not. You are on crunch time, okay? So you have to fit this in. Minimize your distractions. Okay, if you are scrolling looking at what everyone else has got going on in their little world, that is a distraction for you. You have got to minimize distractions. If you have to turn off your notifications, turn off your notifications for a few days, okay? But minimize those distractions. Also, create a workspace, okay? Don't just think I can get it done in my car. Because I'm telling you, when I'm in my car, when I'm sitting at the field, when I'm doing all these things, I am way, way, way distracted. So minimize those distractions. Find yourself a workplace that you can sit down and actually get something done. How many of you guys work better when you're in a space and you can actually feel like you can focus, right? That's how I work better, okay? I don't work there a lot because I'm all over the place, but that is how I get the most stuff done, is when I'm in my workspace. Turn off the TV, okay? Turn off the dang TV, turn off the radio. Even when you're driving, put something good on so that you can have stuff filtering through your head. Good stuff filtering through your head, okay? You don't need music. I mean, I know music pumps you up and all that stuff. It does me. But turn on something that's going to help to get your head right. Get your mind space right. Prioritize who gets your time, okay? Whether it be, team members, whether it be people that you're just kind of dragging along, whether it be people that ask the same question over and over and over again. You guys have to prioritize who gets your time, because you don't have much time left for this, okay? 9.2 days, guys. How many of you guys multitask? I feel like I'm the ultimate multitasker, but guess what? We are going to not multitask for the next 9.2 days. How many of you guys get more done when you're like single tasking, when you actually put your mind to it? And if you don't believe me here, I'm going to prove it to you, because I don't know how long it takes you guys to clean your house, or if you kind of ho-hum around, but I'm telling you, when I multitask, it can take me 3 days to clean my house, okay? But if Linda Marker sent me a message and says, oh my gosh, I'm in town, I'm going to be there in 30 minutes, it would only take me 30 minutes to clean my house, because I'm single tasking. And she's done that to me before. So I know that happens. But guess what? I'm single tasking. Okay? That's what I mean by that. You're going to get a lot more done. You're going to get better results because your mind is totally focused. Okay? And the last one is stay accountable. Stay accountable. Melissa's going to throw this group together. That's news to us. We didn't know about that. But she is going to throw this chat group together so that we can hold everyone accountable. But I'm telling you, I am in a bazillion chats. I have so many different team pages. I have all of these different things. And not everyone is always, they're in there, but they're not in there. Be active. If you are in a page that you are not active in, you might as well leave the dang page. You got to show up, you guys. You have to show up, because even if you don't think that you're going to bring value to that, if you don't need the page needs you. If you don't need the chat needs you. If you don't need the meeting needs you. If you don't need the event like Zingfest, the event needs you. Okay, so make sure that if you're in this chat that she's going to make, be present. Communicate in there. Show us that you're there. Show us that you're serious. Talk about your problems. Be vulnerable. Put yourself out there, because that's the only way somebody's going to know what you need. But really, it comes down to the same thing over and over and over again. If you're asking, what can I do? What can I do? You guys, you need to meet more people. You need to get more people in your funnel. If you're afraid of doing that, you're going to have to get over it. Get out of that comfort zone, because you have to meet more people. I always think all the people on my Facebook, they already know what I do. They have been there long enough. They have seen the posts. I've done this long enough. They know what I do. We have got to get out of our own way, get out of our own head, and go out and meet new people. Okay, and don't be afraid to talk to people. How many of you guys are going to Zingfest? Okay, you're going to learn about how to talk to people at Zingfest. Okay, you're going to learn nuts and bolts of these kind of things at Zingfest, but we don't have that much time. We have 9.2 days, and by the time we're off of this, it's going to be 9.15 days left. But really, you guys, it is possible. It is so possible. And we do believe in you. If we didn't believe in you, I'm sure we could find something else to do every week for the last year instead of coming on here and trying to connect and get to know you guys. But I will tell you, since I wasn't here last week, I will tell you this has been fun. This has been so much fun to connect with you guys, to hear from you guys. We've received so many sweet, sweet messages, even though we feel like we're on repeat. Believe me, us three, we feel like we have been on repeat over and over and over again. But the messages that come through, they are priceless. And you never know what you're going to say, or if someone's mindset is different and they take it different, or they learn different, or they hear the same thing that Stacy said, but they hear it from Melissa and now they get it. You never know, what someone's going to get out of it. But I have enjoyed being a part of this. So I appreciate you guys for always showing up, always, being the best versions of you, and always trying really hard, because if you weren't here, you really wouldn't want it. Okay. So I really appreciate you guys continuing to show up, and I'm going to go ahead and end with that. But Melissa will get the chat thrown together. Did you get everyone's names down, Melissa?
Everybody, I want anyone who wants in that chat to message me and tell me what they're going to do or over the next 9 days to fight for this.
Okay. I've got everyone's names written down and what they said they needed.
Yeah, but I don't want you to tell me what you need. I want you to send me a message and tell me that you are going to fight for this. And then I'll put you in. Because if the ones that are fighting, everybody needs to be fighting. Everybody needs to be doing the things, and y'all know what to do. But everybody in that group over the next 9 days, y'all gonna have to fight for it. So I'm excited.
It's gonna be crazy. And another, like they said, do a bulk account. Put out there that you're gonna do a bulk account, a bulk order. Do your bulk order. You know what I mean? Reach out to your it's been a long day. Reach out to your people. Check in with your family, your friends, all the things, see what products they need. But remember, you have something they need. Get to know what you have, because if you know more about what you have, it's easier to talk about. So, Stacy, I'm done with you. Okay, guys, have you guys ever seen this? Totally off the subject, right? My wiggly pen. Yeah, I showed Stacy on our little meeting today, and he was just totally floored by it. So that's why he keeps doing that. Okay, guys, does anyone have anything else to throw in for the end of the road? No? Fine. Just kidding. But no, we appreciate you guys hanging in here with us and getting our crazy humor and our weirdness. And we just love to have fun with you guys. And I have enjoyed getting to know a lot of you guys. I've known some of you guys, but I have really enjoyed getting to know some of the other ones. It's been a lot of fun. We are building a community and building these connections through this, and I absolutely love it. So, okay, guys, we're going to end with that. Shoot Melissa a message. Let's get the group together and let's fight. All right? Good night, guys.
Love you guys.